You guys see me already? Okay. Hello and welcome to another very interesting session in our Photoshop classes. Today we're going to continue building our beautiful things. And one of such beautiful things we are going to continue building out is our logo. We started it out yesterday and we'll learn basically how to write out simple text, align the text and make them look beautiful. So I'm going to quickly share my screen so that we can hit the road immediately without wasting time. Okay, please, can you see my screen? If you can see my screen, let me know. Can you see my screen? Okay, so let me quickly open up the Photoshop where we'll stop, where we left over yesterday. This is supposed to be a continuous class, you understand? We'll stop here today, tomorrow we'll develop on what we stopped. And as you can see, this is where we stopped yesterday. We simply wrote out these first tests, Tclassified.com. We duplicated it to get EdTech and ICT. Then we're able to transform this EdTech and ICT, make it look smaller, change the color, made it look better. So today we're going to be bringing in shape. We're going to learn how to manipulate a shape to give us what we need in our logo. And like I said before, all the skills that you're going to be learning in building out this logo, you're going to be applying them in designing your posters, campaign posters, plastic ID cards, complimentary cards, anything you want to build out, you're going to be using the same skills, the same skill set. So as you're doing it, make sure you're taking notes. We said yesterday, if you want to duplicate, what's the shortcut? You can hold down the what? Alt, isn't it? Then click and drag using the one you must have picked the move tool, isn't it? So we're going to continue now. And like we all know, all the instructions that we're using for our lesson is on our website. What is the name of the website? www.Tclassified.com. That's where you get to see all the steps. After teaching you, as you're watching the video, when you're done, you're not clear, you get to this website, you see the steps highlighted, just step by step. And if you want to watch the video again to pull you through, simply check out our YouTube channel at Austin Kene. Just go to YouTube and type Austin Kene written together, AUSTINEKENE, Austin Kene written together. Get to the channel, subscribe to it, very, very important. It has all the videos for all our lectures, both that of Photoshop, that of Django, and that of machine learning. Everything you need is on that YouTube channel. The YouTube channel name, once again, is Austin Kene. The spelling is, once you get to YouTube, on the search bar, just type in AUSTINEKENE, Austin Kene. That is the channel, okay? So those are the places you get to in order for you to move forward and move at the same pace as we are moving over here. So once you get to our website, Tclassified.com, click on blog. So under the blog, you're going to see all our lectures. They are all there. Steps, very clear steps that can help you learn. You can use them as reference material. That's what we do in Tclassified. We'll provide reference material for students. Study resources. You're practicing for your JAMB, WAEC, everything you need to learn as a student. Either you get to our website, Tclassified.com, or you get to JAMB, WAEC, NECO Uni. All those resources are there at your own call, to help you put things together. Okay, so you can see the blog is opened. This is React, this is Node.js. This is Django Online School. The class will just finish now. Machine learning, the one we're going to do by sharp 2 o'clock, we are going to be doing machine learning. Initial Django startup, Python. Then this is Photoshop. So I'm going to click on this Photoshop so that it's going to lead me to the steps that we'll be using for today's classes. So everything at your own call, Okay, please, if you have any questions and concerns, you can always drop them in the comment section of this video. If you're watching us on YouTube live, drop it on the comment section. If you're watching us on Facebook live, drop it in the comment section. I always go through the comments in order to see the challenges that you're facing as math students. So if you want to check out our YouTube channel where we are having all our lectures, all the current lectures, very organized. Once you open YouTube like this, youtube.com, just go to the search column and type in Austin Kenneth. It's as simple as that. Austin Kenneth, that is the spelling. You hit the search, enter, then you're gonna see the the YouTube channel. You can see it here. This is it, Austin Kenneth. That's the first one that comes out. Click on the channel. Once you click on the channel, you can see these are all our videos. This is the machine learning we did yesterday. If you want to learn more effectively, you are supposed to click on the playlist. That is the best place for you to go because the playlist has collection of all the videos for one section. If you want to learn about online school, you can see all the videos under online school. If you want to do machine learning, all the 5 videos we have so far. If you want to do Photoshop, all the 6 videos. Once you click, it will play all the videos from starting to end. If you want to learn PHP, if you want to learn Django, Microsoft PowerPoint, Excel, and every day we update this playlist. So this is the best playlist for you to use on learning if you're trying to build out your skills in software development and graphics, website design, Django, Python programming. This is the channel to be in. Make sure you go there. We just created this channel newly. Subscribe and start using it. We had other channels like Jamb WAEC Neko Uni for people preparing for Jamb and WAEC. We have Tclassified for the whole of our lectures. But people demanded that we have more specific channel for our software and graphics. That's why we have this. So this is both my personal channel for my political ideologies and for programming and web design. So that is what this channel is made up of. So it's booked for that. So if you want to follow up all our classes that we are doing currently, including our next month big project in software development, everything is going to be updated on this channel. So make sure you're there, make sure you're using it, make sure you're subscribed. Very, very important. If you're using our resources, please and please make sure you subscribe, please and please. Okay. So that said, I'm going to go back to the Photoshop that are opened in Tclassified.com website. These are all the things we've done so far with all the steps well highlighted. We looked at working with images. I explained that, creating layers, using the erase and pen tool, making objects disappear. That was the major project we did. And today we are going to be continuing on our designing a logo. Yesterday we looked at how to have our locked background, and we wrote this text, Tclassified.com, which is what I have here. And after that, we wrote the next text, which is what? Educational technology and ICT operations. And we're able to align it horizontally. That was where we stopped. So today we're going to be starting by making a new layer and doing the further instructions. So I'm going to simply get back to my Photoshop, and I want to create a new layer. How do I create a new layer in Photoshop? Who can tell me that? Who can tell me that? Huh? The ellipse tool. To make a new layer. No. Who can tell me how we make a new layer? Go get down to the FX, very close to the FX. The effect tool, this is the FX, effects tool. If you go towards the right, you're gonna see where they wrote create new layer. That's how you create a new layer. I've said that before. So make sure you take note, that's how you make new layers. So I'm gonna click on it so that it's gonna bring, you can see layer 1. I've now made a new layer. Okay, so what is the next instruction? The next instruction will be to what? Click the ellipse tool to draw a Now, can you get my voice? Okay. You guys are following up. No? So can we continue? Okay. So I'm simply gonna make sure that I'm still serving the right purpose. So I'm gonna share my screen again. Okay. Are we there? So we had a little power outage, but I just joined back. So let's continue. So we just made a new layer and we saw it's layer 1. This is the layer 1. So I'll get back. The next thing will be to click on the ellipse tool to draw a cycle by holding down the shift key. Who can tell me why we should hold down the shift key when we are trying to draw this cycle? Huh? Who can tell me why? Yeah, for the cycle, for it to be a perfect cycle. If you just draw the ellipse is not, and the radius are gonna vary, you understand? But if you want it to be a perfect cycle, then you're gonna hold down the shift key. So I'm gonna quickly do that. So where is the ellipse tool? Who can show me where the ellipse tool is? Who can tell me where the ellipse tool is? You know, we've been using rectangle, isn't it? If you right click that rectangle, you're gonna be able to see the other commands that are available. Can you see the ellipse tool there? Right click on the rectangle, you're gonna see the ellipse tool. So I'm gonna click on it. Then I'm gonna try to draw, but I will have to hold down the shift key on my keyboard. Then I'll draw so that I will have a perfect cycle. So do that. So you can see what I've just drawn. Can you see what I've drawn? So I release my shift key before releasing my hand, and you can see what it gave. So I'm gonna simply do Ctrl-Alt-Z to take out that and redraw again, holding down the shift key because I want to have a perfect cycle. So I'll remove my hand before I remove, okay? So that is what I'm having now. Can you see my circle? So we're gonna learn how to manipulate this shape. Very interesting manipulation. So the next thing will be to place the shape at the upper left-hand side of the text. Then after that, we'll click and drag horizontally while holding the Alt key in order to duplicate. So I'm gonna get back, make sure that I click on the move tool, make sure I put it on the upper side of this. So once it's there, I'm gonna do what? Hold down the Alt key and move a little so that it will do what? Duplicate. So I'm now having two shapes. Can you see that? That's what you're supposed to have. So we're gonna see how this is gonna look so cute now, just now as we are looking at it. So what's the next thing I do? Change the color of the second shape by selecting it and clicking on the paint bucket tool. So I'll get back. So I'm gonna change the color of this up one by selecting it's already selected. So I'm gonna pick the paint bucket tool. So where is the paint bucket tool? So if you're here, this is for quick selection. This is the brush tool. This is the history brush. So if you want to search for any tool that is not showing immediately, just right click on them. If you right click on them, you're gonna see the other options. So what tool are we looking for, class? Paint bucket tool, okay? So I'm gonna right click here. So go to your gradient tool, right click on your gradient tool. That is where you see your paint bucket tool. So click on this paint bucket tool. Once you've clicked on it, make sure that this is selected. Then click on swatches. So you can see our instruction. Click on the back button, click on swatches and select the color in the dialog box that you have. Okay, so I'm gonna get back here. So once I click on these swatches, I'm gonna pick any color that I want. But make sure you select it. If you don't select it, will not be showing. So I'm gonna quickly click on my I'm gonna click on the select tool. Make sure that I'm on my make sure that I'm on my ellipse copy. I think that's where I want to be. Then select my pen bucket tool. Then pick a color. Let me make sure that this is selected. Okay. Um, hope I'm doing the right thing. Okay. Um, okay. Make sure that your the upper shape is selected. Then I get to color, swatches. Why is my property tool not showing?
Yeah.
Okay. Is that? Please try this out and check whether your own is showing. It's showing. It's coloring. I wouldn't know why my own is not coloring. Did any other person try it out? But Diamond's own is showing. I don't know why mine is not. Alamin, have you tried yours? Is it showing? Check, 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 check. So that I'll see where the error is from. Okay, so change the color of the second by selecting it and clicking on the pen bucket tool. That is what I did. Okay. So I selected this by clicking on the layer. Then I hit the what? Pen bucket tool, swatches, and pick a color. It's changing up here, but it's not changing on mine. Okay. Oh, sorry, please. We didn't do the last command. You are supposed to click on the object. When you pick the color that you want from the swatches, you're supposed to place it on the object to select. Please do that. Is it showing enough for everybody? Okay. So let's continue. So I'm gonna quickly get back. So what's the next step we take? The next step will be to click on this. Okay, we've done that. Select the two shapes by clicking one and holding down the shift key and clicking the other. So once you select the two, click on layers and combine shape and choose the subtract from shape. That's the manipulation we want to do here. So I'm gonna click the selection back. So I can do this here. I can click here on the layer. This is the layer. So once I click on this layer, I can hold down the shift, click this other one. Then I go to layer. Then I go to combine layer. Are we seeing combine layer? Are we seeing it? It's only match layer that we're seeing, okay? So that's the wrong selection. So I'm gonna unselect. So I'm gonna just use the pick tool and select. Please, can you see this? This I'm on the first one. I'm gonna hold down the shift, pick the second one. So once both of them are picked, then I will now go to layer. Grab group layers, combine shape. Yeah, I'm supposed to be on combine shape. Okay, let me use this. rectangular marquee to ellipse marquee to single row marquee to single column marquee to. Okay. This is what. Okay. Okay, please use these two. Can you see these two? Can anybody see these two? Huh? Please, that's what you use to pick up the two. Path selection, direct selection to. Okay. Hold down the shift. Pick the next. Please, who is doing it and his own is showing? Wouldn't know why mine is not responding. I'm supposed to get the combined, the two to be, the combined image to be highlighted. So who is able to do that? Yeah. The same thing you did. Using the pick tool. Good. So click on the, what's it called? Click on the layers. Then check whether this combined shapes is highlighted. It's not highlighted. That means it has not combined well. Okay. So let me see. Please hold down the shift key. Okay. I'm actually picking a shape. Okay. Hold down the shift key. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna sort this out and we'll continue, please. So I'll sort this out and continue, please.